Good morning to all. Now we will discuss a particle in one-dimensional box with the wave equation. Particle in one-dimensional box is, let us consider a particle of mass m moving along the x-axis which is enclosed in a one-dimensional potential box which is shown in the figure. Since the walls are of infinite potential, the particle does not penetrate out from the box. So, the particle is confined between the length L of the box and has elastic collisions within the walls. Therefore, the potential energy of the electron inside the box is constant and can be taken as zero for simplicity. We can say that the outside the box and on the wall of the box, the potential energy of the electron is nil. Inside the box, the potential energy of the electron is zero. So, in other words, we can write the boundary conditions as V of x is equal to 0, where 0 is greater than x and greater than 1. 0 is less than x and less than 1. V of x is infinity when 0 is greater than x and greater than 1. Since a particle cannot exist outside the box, the wave function, that is psi, is equal to 0 when 0 is greater than x greater than 1. To find the wave function of the particle within the box of the length L, let us consider the Schrodinger's one-dimensional time-independent equation, that is d squared psi by dx squared plus 2m by h cross squared into e minus v psi is equal to 0. Since the potential energy inside the box is 0, the particle has kinetic energy alone and thus it is named as a free particle or a free electron. For a particle which is free, the Schrodinger wave equation is given by d squared psi by dx squared plus 2m by h cross squared into e minus 0 into psi is equal to 0, where v is 0, that is potential energy is 0. So, d squared psi by dx squared plus 2m by h cross squared e psi is equal to 0. Or we can write the simplified equation as d squared psi by dx squared plus k squared psi is equal to 0, where k squared is equal to 2me by h cross squared. Here the equation 1 is a second order differential equation. Therefore, it should have solution with two arbitrary constants as we know. The solution for the above equation, that is equation number 1, is psi of x is equal to a into sin kx plus b cos kx, where a and b are called arbitrary constants. Those constants are confined by using these boundary conditions, that is v of x is equal to infinity when x is equal to 0 and 1. So, boundary condition at x is equal to 0, potential energy is infinity. So, there is no chance for finding a particle at the walls of the box, that is psi of x is equal to 0. So, our equation 3 becomes 0 is equal to a sin 0 plus b cos 0. So, we get only the b equation, that is b is equal to 0. So, the boundary condition at x is equal to 1, potential energy is infinity. There is no chance for finding the particle at the walls. Comparing these two equations, we can write KL is equal to n pi, where n is an integer, where k is equal to n pi by L. Substituting the value of v and k in equation 3, we can write the wave function associated with the free electron confined in a one-dimensional box is sin of x is equal to a into sin n pi x divided by L. Here, energy of the particle is given as k squared is equal to 2me by h cross squared, where k squared is equal to 2me by h squared by 4 pi squared. Squaring the above third equation, we get k squared is equal to n squared pi squared by L squared. So, we have the value, that is k squared, in equation number 6 and 3. So, we can equate equation number 3 and 6 of the LHS. So, we are getting 8 pi squared me divided by h squared is equal to n squared pi squared divided by L squared. So, the energy of potential of an electron En is equal to n squared h squared divided by 8 into m into L squared. From equations 8 and 5, we can say for each electron, each value of n, there is an energy level and corresponding wave function. Thus, we can say that each value of En is known as eigenvalue and the corresponding value of psi n is called eigenfunction, where En is denoted as eigenvalue, and psi n is denoted as eigenfunction. Now we are going to see energy levels of an electron. For various values of n, we get various energy values of the electron. The lowest energy value or ground state energy value can be got by substituting the value n is equal to 1 in the equation number 8. So we get n is equal to 1. So we get E1 is equal to h square divided by 8ml square. Similarly, we can get other energy values when n is equal to 2. E2 is 4E1. Likewise, n is equal to 3, we get E3 is 9E1. Likewise, we are getting the general form, that is eigen energy is En is equal to n squared En. It is found that from the above levels E1, E2, E3 etc. are the energy levels of an electron which are discrete in manner. Now we are going to see the normalization of the above equation. It is the process by which the probability of finding the particle inside the box can be done. We know from that total probability is equal to 1 means that is there is a particle which is inside the box. If not so, the particle is not present inside the box. For a one-dimensional potential box of length L, the probability is P is equal to integration of 0 to L psi squared dx, which is equal to 1. Substituting the equation number 5 in equation number 10, we get where psi is equal to a squared sine squared n pi x by L into dx, that is equal to 1. So integrate it, we get 1 integration of 0 to 1 a squared 1 minus cos 2 pi nx divided by L by 2 into dx, which is equal to 1. So substitute the limits, we get a squared L by 2 minus 1 by 2 sin 2 n pi divided by 2 n pi by L, which is equal to 1. So from the above equation we can simplify that a squared L by 2 is equal to 1. So a squared is equal to 2 by L, where a is equal to 2 by L. Substituting the value of the a in the equation, we get psi n is equal to square root of 2 by L sin n pi x by L. The normalized wave function and energy levels are in, which is shown in figure. Now we'll calculate the solution of one-dimensional potential box can be extended for a three-dimensional potential box. So the total energy E is equal to Ex plus Ey plus Ez. Substituting the values of Ex, Ey, Ez, we get Exyz is equal to nx squared h squared divided by 8ma squared plus ny squared h squared divided by 8mb squared plus nz squared h squared divided by 8mc squared. If A is equal to B, then that is also equal to C for a cubical box. Then we get Exyz is equal to h squared by 8ma squared into nx squared plus ny squared plus nz squared. The corresponding normalized wave function of an electron in a cubical box can be written as square root of 2 by a into 2 by a into 2 by a into sin nx pi x by a sin ny pi y by a sin nz pi z by a. So we get psi xyz is equal to square root of 8 by a cube sin nx pi x by a sin ny pi y by a sin nz pi z by a, where Exyz that is equal to h squared by 8ma squared into nx squared plus ny squared plus nz squared is called eigen energy value, and psi of xyz is equal to square root of 8 by a cube sin nx pi x by a sin ny pi y by a sin nz pi z by a is called eigen energy function of a particle which is in three-dimensional box. In this we have seen particle in one-dimensional box. With that we have extended that one-dimensional box into three-dimensional box. From that we have calculated what is energy, eigen energy value and eigen energy function. Thank you all.